Hi, my name is Cassidy Owen, and I'm going to be doing a video on hip flexor, hip socket, and lower back stretches for Dance 110. The first two stretches I'm going to show you are the runner stretch and the crisscross stretch. These work your quadratus lumborum, your hip flexor, your hip sockets, and your lower back. The runner stretch is the first one that we're going to do. You're going to start out by taking your right leg and putting it inward towards your knee, so the arch of your foot should be in line with your knee. You're then going to take the rest of your body in your hands and place it on the left side of your left leg. You're going to hold this stretch for 30 seconds, breathing naturally, inhaling, focusing on the area of tension, and exhaling, releasing the tension. This works your quadratus lumborum, hip flexors, hip sockets, and your lower back. The purpose of this stretch is to create hip and lower back articulation. As you slowly come up from the stretch, we're going to head over to the crisscross stretch. How you get into this position is by taking the left leg that's now straight and slowly just lining it up with your back leg. So my right toes are in line with my left heel. You're going to fall forward and stretch your lower back, your quadratus lumborum, and your IT band. Breathing naturally, inhaling, focusing on the area of tension, and exhaling, releasing that tension. You will hold this position for 30 seconds. Keeping your shoulders down, releasing all tension in your exhales. You are then going to move over to the right side of your body, placing your head on your right knee and taking your left hand on to your left knee as you straighten out, stretching that lower back and that quadratus lumborum. Breathing naturally for 30 seconds. Bend your left arm and slowly come out of the stretch. We're going to straighten both legs and head over to our left leg for the runner stretch. So you're going to bend your left leg like so. Arch in line with your right knee. You're going to cross your whole body over to your right side, like so. Hold for 30 seconds. Breathe naturally. Slowly push up, back to neutral spine. We're going to head over to the crisscross stretch. So your right leg, you're going to line it up with your left toes. You're going to push straight out, fall forward, and hold for 30 seconds. Keeping your shoulders down, breathing naturally. You're going to move over to the left side of your body, placing your right hand on your right knee, straightening out as your head falls to your left knee. Breathe naturally and hold this for 30 seconds. Again, the crisscross stretch is working your quadratus lumborum, your IT band, and your lower back. Inhale, feel the tension. Exhale, go a little deeper and then release that tension. Slowly bend that right arm and come out of the stretch, lengthening your legs. We're now going to do the hip flexor stretch, which stretches our hip flexors, iliopsoas, and our rectus femoris. To begin this stretch, you want to start out in a kneeled position, like so, and you're going to lunge forward with one of your legs. I'm going to start with my right leg. So you lunge forward with your right leg, making sure your knee is in line with your ankle, joint stacked. Cross your arms, your hands, and push your hip flexor to the floor. The purpose of the hip flexor stretch is to release your lumbar spine by stretching your iliopsoas. And again, this works your hip flexors, your iliopsoas, and your rectus femoris. Make sure your shoulders are down and breathe naturally. Focusing on the tension when you inhale, releasing that tension when you exhale. While we're in the hip flexor stretch, we're going to go into the hip flexor stretch with a twist. You're going to place your right hand, the hand that's same as your leg that's in the lunge, down on the ground. You're then going to extend your left arm up as your eyes and head follow. You're going to inhale here, exhale and twist. Inhale, exhale, twist. And inhale, holding the stretch for 30 seconds. Slowly place your left hand on the ground and push out of the lunge into a kneeling position. Now before I start the left side, the hip flexor stretch will work your hip flexors, iliopsoas, and your rectus femoris. The hip flexor stretch with a twist will work your hip flexors, your iliopsoas, and your rectus femoris. And basically it just increases that hip flexor stretch because you're adding that twist. When you twist, you want to twist 2 times and then continue to hold that stretch for 30 seconds, breathing naturally. When you're in the circle though, you're breathing at the top and exhaling around. And when you're holding the stretch, you're just breathing regularly. So now I'm going to do my left leg. I'm going to fall into a lunge, making sure that my ankle is right above my knee in alignment. Crossing my hands and stretching. This is the hip flexor stretch, the precursor to the hip flexor stretch with a twist. I'm going to hold this for 30 seconds and breathe normally. Inhaling, focusing on that tension. Exhaling, releasing it. Falling deeper, making sure my hip flexors fall deeper into the floor as I gain a better stretch. We're now going to go into the hip flexor stretch with a twist. I'm going to place my left hand on the ground of my left foot. I'm going to extend my right arm up. As I inhale, exhale, twist. Inhale, exhale, twist. Inhale, breathe normally, and hold for 30 seconds. I'm going to bend my right arm down to the ground and slowly push back out of my lunge so I don't hurt myself and be on the ground. So again, these are hip flexor, hip sockets, and lower back stretches. And my name is Cassidy Owen. Thank you for watching.